Hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's still technically day 61 of 100 Days of Halloween, and for the last few days I keep totally forgetting to add these things into my video. So we're just going to do its own video. I have some Halloween acquisitions to show you guys. So, the other day in our video for, I think it was Friday, I had said I was going down to our art walk that they have on our little town square where they block off the street, and you have lots of local artisans. We have a book author. People were selling like canned the things that they had canned from their gardens, baked goods, all kinds of crafty, all kinds of things. And there happened to be, and technically I went down there because of the book author, because I've been reading he has two series of books. He moved here from England, and I'm really loving the books that I've read so far, and he just came out with a fourth one for another series that I haven't started yet. And I wanted to make sure I got it because I don't often see him. So I walked around after I got my book, and there was another booth that had some DIY crafty things. And so I was looking around, and you guys know that not only do I crochet, but I also love to draw and paint. I do all kinds of crafty things. And so I was kind of drawn in, and she's wrapped these really good. I bought two things from her because they were a really super good deal. Um, the first one, we'll go with the little one first. And this I can kind of double dip because it's a little kit, and it is a little kitty gnome. And it does come with the paints, although I don't know if I will use those because I do have all my own. It is a little kitty gnome with a witch hat, and it was super, super good price. So I grabbed that one because I can paint this, and I could submit it in Nova's Gnome of the Month over at Nova Gnome Creations, because she's doing Gnome of the Month. So if you do anything Gnomey, send her a picture and she can include it in her monthly Gnome of the Month. So I got that one. And then I saw this one. I was like, oh, ooh, ooh. And so it had to come home with me. Sorry for the crinkles, guys. I got this little pumpkin house to paint. Isn't this super adorable? And it was a really good price. And the lady has actually moved here from Kentucky. So she is local. And that means whenever we have festivals and stuff, she said she's going to try and be there every time. And I would love it if, like, seasonally when I see her, if she has stuff like this and I can, like, build my own little village. But isn't that adorable? Look at all the detail. So I cannot wait to paint this little pumpkin. To me, it's like a little fairy pumpkin house or a little gnome house. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I cannot wait to when I get the chance um to start painting on this. I got to get a couple of projects out of my way, and I will work on these a little bit, and I will show you progress between this and the little kitty cat gnome. So yeah, so that was that. And let me set this somewhere where it's not gonna fall while I show you, because there's some other things, and there's actually a story kind of that goes along with this purchase. I had to go to Walmart one day this past week to grab some things that Brian needed for what he takes in his lunches at night for work. And I had been seeing where people were getting some Halloween crafty crochet kits from Walmart. So I went in and I was looking around, and I'm going to have to find the picture real quick to go with the story. Okay. So I went in and I was looking around and I grabbed the things that I needed, and I was on my way back up to the front. And of course, you have to go by the yarn aisle, whatever. And my hair is like crazy. It was storming really bad and hailing earlier, and I went outside real quick to check on the kittens, and I got wet. so um so I was walking down the aisle, headed up to the front, and I stumbled upon this. And do you see the price on those Halloween, the limited edition Woobles kits? It says 1997. So I was like, because I know what they go for on the Wooble site and all that stuff. So I grabbed the ones they had and proceeded to the front. And they were not ringing up the 1997 that the sign showed. And I'm kind of glad. And I had taken the picture to show you guys that, look, this is what Walmart's charging. But when I got up there, they were charging 29.97. So the girl was like, and I showed her the picture. She pulled it up on her little work thing, and she's like, "Oh, well, if you go online, it's the 29.97." I was like, "But your sign says 19.97." And so she went and got the manager. Manager came over, and she's like, "Where are they?" Blah blah blah. So she goes back there, and she comes back up, and she's like, that's the wrong price. They're 29.97 regularly. And if you pull them up online, and I said, but your sign says 1997 in the store. That is what's being advertised. And if you pull it up online and you look at the price where it says 29.97 or 98, whatever, it says online purchase price. Doesn't say what's in the store. So I was able to get some of them for the 1997 and some of them for the normal price, which is a win in my book, even though they didn't do all of them for the 1997. But I went ahead and I got them, and we got the it's Maisie the candy corn kit, and these have the limited edition hooks in them. So um, there's Maisie, and then there's Snooky the ghost right there, and we have Steve the Frankenstein, and we have Luna the bat, and then they also had Andy the owl. Even though I do not believe he is from the Halloween, because all of these have the sparkly iridescent kind of where it says the woobles, and it's got the spider webs and all that, and it says well, it doesn't say. I thought it said limited edition. um so I did get Andy the owl, because Halloween owls are included. So do you guys want to open them? and see what's in them. So I'm going to sit that right there for the moment, get it out of my way. And put it right here. So let's see. Let's start with, I've seen some of these opened on some channels, but not all of them. So we're going to see what is inside. And did we not? Maybe I should have pre-done this, but it's okay. There we go. So, for Maisie, the candy corn, we've got the first thing that pops up is the special seasonal, and that's how you know that it's a limited edition, because those are the only ones that come with the cool hooks. And that's mainly the reason why I wanted these, besides their Halloween, because you guys know I don't do woobles, but it's Halloween. So there's Maisie's hook, and then it comes with the orange, and of course the white right there, and there's the stitch markers down inside. And you've got the yellow, and we've got a little bit of pink, teeny bit of pink, and of course your stuffing and the wee woobles bits, which will be your eyes, and your needle, sewing needle, and your little scan code for the pattern online and everything. So let's put the bits back in there for Maisie and put our hook in there so we don't lose it. So, and we've got a car trip coming, so these might be fun, quick little makes to do on the car ride, depending. We'll have to see on what other projects, because you guys know I'm going to be taking. So now let's open Snooky the Ghost. And if we can get it open. Did I not cut it with enough room? Well, goodness. All right. I must just be blind. So here's Snooky. And what comes in, well, we've got a little bit of the pink, which will be her cheeks. We've got the white, which is glow in the dark, right there. So we're going to have a glow in the dark one. We've got our stuffing, of course, and of course our limited edition, the Snooky the Ghost little crochet hook. And then we've got the wee wobbly bits right there with, and I'm not going to open those because we all know what's in them. So there's that one, and we'll put that one back in there. And then let's see, let's open Steve, which why they called him Steve I have no idea, because he's Frankie. Okay. There we go. Eek. Okay. This one's got the green, of course. And then we've got brown. And then we've got gray and white, a little smidge bit of white right there in the gray. And we've got black. So this one's got quite a bit. And we've got our limited edition Steve, the Frankenstein crochet hook. Our wee woobly bits for Steve. And then, of course, our stuffing. So, yay for that. So, we'll put that back down in there. Oh, my goodness. And we'll put our crochet hook back in there. These crochet hooks are cute. If it wasn't for those, because we know any crochet hooks kind of like that out of somewhere is going to quat. Because they've got, what are they calling the line on? I can't remember if it's Mary Maxim or one of those has what the, or Hirschner's or somebody. It's the, they're calling them amigurumi hooks, and they have little creatures on them, and they're like $9 a piece. So we know that those kind of hooks are going to cost us at least about $10. All right, what is in Andy's bag? Because I haven't seen anybody open this one. So in Andy's bag, we have gray right there. And a plain, because even though he was in there with all the Halloween, obviously he's not Halloween limited edition. And we've got the white. And then, of course, we have our stuffing and Andy's wee woobly bits. So his little eyes. And they're showing black for his little beaky nose on there, but there's no black in here. So I guess we'll see. If anything, I'll make him a beak. You guys know I will. So, all right. So that's Andy. And I'm dropping stuff all over the place. We're dropping the gray. So we'll put this back in there. And then that leaves us with Luna. Luna the bat. And I was excited about this one because A, she's purple, and B, she's a bat. So can't go wrong either way. So I'm getting better at opening them. So for Luna, we've got a little bit of white. We've got our, these are all stuck in there. Our purple, of course. Our wee woobly bits for her. Our stuffing. And then it says all about wooblin'. And there's Luna's. I didn't read the others. I was just seeing the woobles part. I didn't pay attention that it said all about wooblin'. So I wonder what the others say. But I'm not going to go through and open them again right now. These are going to be put aside, and I may grab some of these to go for our trip car ride, to give me smaller projects to work on. So yeah, those were my finds. Some of them were $10 off, you could say. So we got Luna, we got Frankie or Steve, we got Andy, we got Snooky, and then we got Maisie. And you guys know I love amigurumi. I'm amigurumi obsessed. And when I saw that these were going to be um, a thing around here, I just kind of kept my little eagle eye out and was watching for them. And yeah, so I was glad that I was seeing them locally because normally we don't get things like that. And I was super excited when I found this. And it has the hole in the bottom so that you can either put one of those battery pack of lights, or it's got the little cord divot right there so that you can even run some holiday lights um, and put them in there and then run the cord. Um, so I'm super excited to work on that. I'm going to put them in my basket, and more than likely I will work on those after vacation, when I know I'm going to have a little more time. Yeah. And then, of course, this is probably the first one I'll do. I really want to do this kitty cat gnome. I'm super excited about that. So, yeah. So there we go. Those were my lucky Halloween finds. Normally I don't get so lucky around here with crafty bits when it comes to Halloween because we're so rural. So yeah, I was super excited. So if I find any more, which who knows, maybe I'll find some when I go on vacation. I don't know. I don't know if any of those other Woobles Halloween kits will be coming to like Walmart or places locally other than those. I have no idea, but I will keep an eye out. Um, and I guess we'll see. We'll see what I can find. So I guess with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for hanging with me and checking out some crafty fun that will be on the horizon, especially the painting, because I haven't done any of that in quite a while. And I'm really looking forward to getting the paints and the brushes out and yeah, having some fun with it. So I guess with that, I'm going to let you guys go and tell me, are you guys looking for the Halloween woobles? Or, like I said, normally that kind of thing isn't my thing, but you guys know I love amiguramis. I love kits, and I had gotten some during the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour from Circulo, and I just really want to start trying some different kits that are out there, um, that I can acquire locally or while I'm trekking out in adventures and things like that. Not so much maybe mail order. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um, if you guys see any cool ones out there, let me know. You can always send me the information to check it out. So yeah, lots of crafty fun coming. So I guess with that, I am going to let you guys go. Like I said, thanks for hanging with me today. And we will be back tomorrow for day 62 of 100 Days of Halloween. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I love you guys. And I hope you guys have some crafting fun. And we will talk soon. Bye.